Can we do it after we go to the Long Beach thing? Or do you want to know? Yeah? Okay, cool. Not that I don't want to do it, but just that way we get to Long Beach faster. Yeah. There is not, but there's a lot of cars in the parking lot. I think that was because of an accident, though. But I think the accident cleared, but the slowdown's still there. I did not. I mean, I did, but like when we first sat down at the office, but. Hello to everyone who is joining us online. I'm Eliana Moreno up here in NewsChopper4 Alpha, along with my pilot, Saro Garabethian, on the way to Long Beach. We're heading down to Long Beach because we have learned that a hospital in the area is reopening after a 3-year closure in order to take patients from nearby hospitals who, of course, have been overwhelmed by the number of coronavirus patients. That hospital is a community hospital, Long Beach. It's located on the 1700 block of Terminal Avenue in Long Beach, which is very close to the Los Coyotes diagonal, south of the city of Signal Hill, south of Long Beach Airport, south of the 405. So it is a hospital that actually closed down back in 2017 because of seismic retrofit issues. Those issues have not been fixed, but the portion of the hospital that needed those issues fixed will not be open. But the portion of the hospital that is seismically safe, that is the portion that will reopen starting this Saturday morning. Now, you can't just simply walk into the hospital. It will still be shut down to walk-in patients, and the emergency room will also be shut down, but transfer patients from other hospitals will be accepted. So we're going to be overhead in about 3 minutes. We're going to take a look at the hospital, see the preparations that are underway to get it back open again for Saturday morning, which is really just hours away from us at this point. We're going to be there in just, in about 3 minutes. We're 4 miles away. We're coming up to Long Beach Airport, actually. I'll show you that. So let me push in here. You'll notice we caught a little bug there at the top of the lens, and we'll find some time to clean that off. But for now, you can see Long Beach Airport here. Our destination is going to be south of that and south of Signal Hill. I'll show you Signal Hill here coming up. That little hill there with that park there on top. And just south of that is where we need to go to get to the hospital again, Community Hospital, Long Beach, that will be reopening this Saturday morning to accept transfer patients from other hospitals amongst this coronavirus. Yeah, so it'll be towards our about 11 o'clock. It's towards our 11. Do you have the map up there for you? No? Let me do it. Okay. Should be up now. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. You can see the ocean there on the top of the screen, and the hospital that we are heading to is going to be about mid-screen, and we'll be there in about 1.5 miles. I believe I see the roof for the hospital. Okay, there. Community Hospital Long Beach, that's it. Alrighty, Sarah, we're here. Assignment desk, we're on scene. Yeah, go for an orbit. If it keeps you out of their airspace. And for everyone watching, we've arrived on scene, Community Hospital Long Beach, located on the 1700 block of Terminal Avenue. This is the hospital that will reopen its doors starting tomorrow morning to take and transfer patients from other hospitals. Is Sierra over there. NOC from Alpha, would you check my signal, please? I'll take the other side, actually. Perfect, thank you. Hey, Chantal, I got you. Okay, perfect. 90 seconds out. You got it. Tim, do you hear me now? Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. Want me to turn that off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. It's off now. Okay. We're up next, sir. This is good, though. Thank you. Copy. Long Beach, yeah. Okay, 30 seconds. Copy. 10 seconds. Michael, and this hospital is Community Hospital Long Beach, located on the 1700 block of Termino Avenue, which is near the Los Coyotes Diagonal and south of Long Beach Airport. The hospital had been closed since 2017 because of seismic retrofit issues, and those issues are still here. However, the portion of the hospital that is safe, that is the portion that will open up to transfer patients only, starting tomorrow morning. That means that patients from other hospitals in the area could be transported to this hospital. That means an additional 150 beds for people in the area. However, the emergency room will not be open, at least not for the time being, and walk-in patients are also not currently going to be accepted. Now, that is the very latest from over Long Beach in NewsChopper4 Alpha. Let's send it back down to you in the studio. Thank you, Booth. Thank you, Chantal. No, looks like it's just mine. Let me see. Let's see. NOC is getting like the sound of like another headset that could possibly be plugged in back here, but everything is off except for mine. What is that? Let's see, did you turn something off? Oh, I see. Okay, let me ask. Hey, Tim, could you check how it sounds now? Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's fine? Okay, cool. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, let me talk to Jack. I think he was trying to call me. Hey, Jack, could you repeat that? I think I missed it. Ten four. I'll see. I'll look online and see which one's closest. Alrighty. Let's look for the nearest Sprouts. Yes, I know that there's one. Actually, you know what? There's not one far from us in Seal Beach. Yeah, I'll go to the one in Seal Beach. I know where that's at. Go to the one. It's going to be near the 605 and the 405. There's a shopping center there, and I know there's a Sprouts there next to the Kohl's. Yeah, that little shopping center coming up. The Sprouts is on our side of the street. Yeah. But the hospital stuff? Yes, I did. Yeah, and then thinking about like the bureau back there. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. So this is the Sprouts here. Assignment desk ground scene. This is Seal Beach. Go ahead. Yeah, everything else is closed, huh? And for all of you who continue to watch us online, we of course thank you for continuing to tune in. We are now over Seal Beach. We're just off of Seal Beach Boulevard and Cloud, very close to the 405, 605 interchange, right over the Sprouts Farmers Markets. And of course, because of the coronavirus outbreak, a lot of people have not only lost their jobs, but then also have had difficulty finding food at grocery stores, even though there isn't a shortage, but people have been flocking to stores. And because of that, Sprouts Farmers Market is actually looking to hire a lot of employees throughout our area. They're looking to fill about 100 roles across their stores. Those jobs range from hourly part-time positions to managerial spots. So if you are interested in applying for a job at Sprouts, you are not encouraged to walk to the store. Of course, remember social distancing. You are not encouraged to walk to the store. However, you can apply online, and you're going to want to do that at sprouts.com/careers. I'll repeat that. That is sprouts.com/careers, or by texting the word careers to, get ready with a pen and paper, to 480-800-8056. Again, that's 480-800-8056. We, of course, are going to have all of this information on the NBCLA website. So if you missed it and you're trying to figure out how you can apply for some of these positions, make sure to go to NBCLA.com, and we will have links not only to the website but also to that number that you will be able to text. Again, this is the Sprouts in Seal Beach, but let me show you what this shopping center looks like. This is the Rossmore Center, where we've got the not only Sprouts and Marshalls, but we've also got a Staples. We've also got Kohl's. I'll show you that. I know Kohl's has also completely shut down its stores. There's the Home Goods, that's shut down. Here's Kohl's. We actually do have a police officer from the Seal Beach Police Department on guard here behind or in front of the store, because again, that is completely shut down. The Burlington Co-Factory also shut down at this time. Really, only restaurants in the area are going to be the only thing that is open for takeout orders or online orders. But other than that, all of the retail businesses are shut down here at what is normally a very busy shopping center here in Seal Beach. Again, right off of Seal Beach Boulevard, near the interchange of the 405 and 605 freeways. Copy that, on the way. And now we're going to move from... Will do. We're heading down now to the Port of Long Beach, and then we're going to try to take a look at the Port of LA as well. But we're actually just flying over Leisure World here in Seal Beach. Of course, the residents in this area are all going to be elderly, which is that critical age range when it comes to coronavirus. So you can see I'm not really seeing anyone walking around at this point here in the community. I am seeing a trickle of cars making their way through the streets, but really it does look like, at least here in Leisure World, most of the residents are heeding to the warnings and staying inside. Again, Leisure World here in Seal Beach. Continuing on though, our next destination will be the Port of Long Beach, so we can look at some of the containers that are coming in with those things that people are ordering online. You know, of course, everyone's hopefully at home, safer at home, right? And because of that, you're not able to go to the store, but you can still order things online. So we still have all of the ships that are coming in with the things that we are ordering. So we're going to go take a look at Long Beach, and then we will move over to the Port of Los Angeles. West LA, Sarah. Thank you. And we were going to look at the port, but we actually got some breaking news. So that's exactly how things happen sometimes when we're flying around in NewsChopper4 Alpha or Bravo. We may be going to one thing and then another thing breaks out. So because this is going to be a more pressing story, we're going to head to that. We're hearing about a water main break in the West Los Angeles area. So we're going to head in that direction, and I will give you more information as we fly along. And for everyone online, of course, thank you very much for continuing to watch us here from NewsChopper4 Alpha. My pilot, Saro Garabethian, just made a call to Compton Airport, which is what we're going to fly over right now. You can see the airport there, runways 25. We are actually en route to the Kaiser Cadillac, which is going to be about a 11-mile flight for us. It's located on Cadillac Avenue, the 6,000 block of Cadillac Avenue, which is very close to the 10 freeway, just on the north side of the 10 freeway. One of the nearest majors will be La Cienega. And we're heading there because we got word that there is a water main break at the hospital. Of course, right now we need hospitals more than ever with this coronavirus outbreak. So the fact that a hospital could possibly be affected by a water main break, it can be very concerning. We had a similar situation happen up in the valley. I believe it was in Woodland Hills, and that was earlier this year, and that did lead to the closure of that hospital for several weeks. So we hope that this is going to be a minor situation that won't require a closure. But we, of course, are continuing to gather information. And our assignment desk actually is just getting some information from the hospital spokesperson. Again, this is going to be the Kaiser Permanente West Los Angeles Medical Center, and they are currently looking into how the water main break will impact hospital operations. We learned about this story actually as a tip from an NBC4 viewer. So if you ever do have anything you want us to check out, any tips, any news that you think may be happening in your community, please feel free to always give us a call or send us a tip on the NBCLA website so we can check it out, just like in situations like this. So we're making our trek over to the hospital. We'll be there in about 5 minutes as we fly over South Los Angeles and flying over the 110 freeway. No, I don't think so, because we're about 2 miles away. I know. That's it. Was only listening to fire, because since we were going to this, but they haven't been saying much. Okay, it looks like we're gonna want to be on the west side of the hospital. Looks like a car hit it, that's why. Yeah. Desk, we're on scene. On the microwave desk, it looks like this is as a result of a car accident. We're in a PV. Yep. Perfect. It's technically still Los Angeles, though. They've reached out to a spokesperson who says they're currently analyzing or evaluating how this is going to affect hospital operations. Yeah, the problem is we've got tree on one side and we've got pole on the other side, so I'd rather have the pole versus the tree, so. But you know what? Mayor Garcetti is speaking, so if you want to try some things with the helicopter to see if there's a better shot we can get. Yeah, I like this shot too. That's good. For everyone watching us online, you can see the picture when we're trying to get you the best shot possible here over Kaiser Cadillac. This is again the Kaiser Hospital located just off of the 6000 block of Cadillac Avenue, north of the 10 freeway and east of La Cienega. You can see that this white Charger crashed into this portion of the hospital where water is spewing out. And of course, this is leading to this water main break. And how that is affecting the hospital, though, that is still up in the air. We've reached out to a spokesperson from the hospital who says that they are currently evaluating the impact that this water main break is going to have on their operations, if any. So you can see that there are crews on scene trying to get things under control, but the water is still continuing to spew out of the pipe there. Let me widen out the shot so you can see where this happened. Again, right off of Cadillac Avenue, that's the street that we see there. I'm going to widen out so you can see the hospital. Again, this is the Kaiser Hospital located in the Mid-City area, not far from Culver City, south of Century City, right off the 10 freeway. The last time that a Kaiser Hospital had a water main break that I can think of would be the one in Woodland Hills, which was it was around the last week of January, and that water main break actually led to the closure of the hospital for about a week, where they didn't have water. They had to resort to using porta potties, and eventually they just had to shut down the hospital completely until they could get the water up and running. Hopefully, that is not what we're going to see here. So hopefully this is a situation where crews can get things under control and it does not affect the hospital operations, because we know just how critical our hospitals are to us at this time, all of them. In fact, we were just over in Long Beach where a hospital that had been closed has reopened. Hey Jack, no, not yet. I think they were going to, and then since Garcetti started speaking, we're on hold. Ten four. We'll start by going to the 10 and the 405. Always the busiest interchange. Sorry, would you mind going to the 10 and the 405? Okay, cool, thank you. Yes. Of the hospital? Oh yeah, those are the coronavirus tents, right? Hopefully we can come back though, we can come back and show them, because I think that's going to be going on for a while. Yeah, we could go to the pier. The only thing is I kind of want to stick to the city of Los Angeles because Mayor Garcetti is speaking, so that way it's all city and not county. Oh yeah. And for all of you who continue to watch us and continue to come along with us here on our aerial tour, we're going to go up to an interchange that you are not going to recognize. And it is the 10 and the 405. Typically, at this time, at 5:20 in the afternoon on a Friday, you cannot get through this interchange at more than about 5 miles an hour. It is always so slow. But look at how it looks today. Again, the 10 and the 405 in West LA. I mean, you can't even believe what you're seeing. Free flowing in every direction. And now my pilot is turning towards the north. So we're going to follow the 405 here. We're going to take that up to the Sepulveda Pass, another portion of the freeway that is typically slammed at this time. 10-4, and the booth is going to be using our pictures as well. Mary Garcetti is speaking, and that is available for you to watch on NBC4. But of course, we've also got our stream going on too here. So we're doing two things at one here, but if you would like to listen to the mayor speak, he is speaking on NBC4, and you'll also be able to watch our images there as well. Again, over the 405 freeway, West Los Angeles. Saro, they're using our picture. Would you do a less of a sharp turn, please? Thank you, sorry. You could go to UCLA, though, too, because that's city, and that's closed. Oh, yeah. UCLA and Ronald Reagan Hospital. Yeah, completely empty. No one on the school, parking lot's empty. Copy. No, you can go towards the Grove, just follow the major. Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, so you can follow that. Okay, we're gonna follow Wilshire Boulevard to the Grove, guys. I did actually. Yeah. Clearly you're not looking, so. I said you weren't looking, so. Wow, this is Wilshire Boulevard, guys. Usually so busy today on a Friday afternoon. And look at this, just a trickle of cars coming through. I don't know that we will ever see anything like this ever again. It's a ghost town. It is a ghost town. As we come over the Peterson Automotive Museum there, which of course is closed. Yeah. Live pics. And we're going to be coming up to the Grove here in a moment. Hey, Sarah, didn't we pass the Grove already? I think we did. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. You just gently turn because we're hot, so you don't want to lose it on the turn. PV, Sure, but we'll go to the Grove and Farmers Market for a bit. It's right next to it. Over the Grove. Over the empty Grove here. There's a few people, it seems like, walking around, but it looks like they work here. Cleaning crews, possibly. And then we'll move over to the Farmers Market here. Yes, that's true. Farmers markets can stay open because it is considered a grocery store. And grocery stores are allowed to stay open during this time. Hold on, let me just check this message from Jack real quick. Okay, let's go to Men's Central Jail, please. The Men's Central Jail in downtown. Yeah, Twin Towers. No, there's just efforts to decrease the jail population during this time. Yes, in Hancock Park. It's the mayor's house. It's the city's. Yeah, all the mayors get to live there. So now we're moving over to the Men's Central Jail in downtown LA, also known as the Twin Towers because it's two buildings that are next to each other that look exactly the same. It's on the 400 block of Boucher Street, and we're going over there because we want to sell iPics. We want to talk about the current efforts to reduce the jail population amidst the coronavirus outbreak. So we'll be there in just about 3 minutes, but for now we'll give you these aerials of downtown LA as the mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, continues his update, again, on NBC LA. I'm going to show the buildings. I think he's almost done. So we'll just hold the buildings for now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he's actually taking questions. So why don't we go to the jail now? We'll get that B-roll and then we can come back. They may still be on our shot though, so just be gentle about your turns. 7 desk ground scene. We've now made our way over to the Men's Central Jail, the Twin Towers facility here in downtown LA off of Boucher Street. Here's what we want you to know. The District Attorney, Jackie Lacey, is moving to lower the number of people in the LA County jails and the courthouses because of the coronavirus. Prosecutors in Los Angeles have been instructed to delay filing new cases for non-violent offenders. So this is something that applies really just to non-violent offenders. And some defendants who may already be in custody may actually be released while they wait for their court cases. One of the things that prosecutors are going to have to take into consideration is whether the defendants would be at a high risk of being exposed to coronavirus when they consider setting their bail. So this is unprecedented. It's not really something that we've ever seen before, where the risk of whether or not an inmate could catch a virus would be taken into consideration when setting their bail. But these are different times, and that is something that is now being considered as the district attorney looks to decrease the number of coronavirus cases and decrease the risk to inmates who are in our jail system and who are making their way through the court system here in the county and city of Los Angeles. Union Station? Oh, yeah. And with that, we're actually just going to take a quick peek at Union Station because it is nearby, and we heard that portions of it were closed. Everyone is being directed to go to a certain section of Union Station, so we want to get aerials of that real quickly. You can still travel via bus, but it has to be essential travel. So if you absolutely have to travel via bus, you can still do it. So via bus or even via train, essential travel only. Can we head to Netflix in Hollywood, please? That's off the 101 in Sunset. Yep. They're right next to each other, yeah. Yes, good. Exactly. Okay. Assignment desk groundsing. It's on my side. No. Sarah, will you give me an orbit around just the Netflix building? Thank you. And for our online viewers, just want to give you some info on what we're looking at. We're looking at the Netflix building in Hollywood, located off Sunset Boulevard and essentially the 101 freeway. It's right off the freeway, off of Sunset and another street called Van Ness. We're overhead because Netflix has very generously donated $100 million. They made that announcement today, donating $100 million to help offset the losses suffered by the creative community. That's people who are in television, film. A lot of that work has simply stopped. Not only here in Los Angeles, where it is a big part of our business, but also just globally. And because of that, they have made the pledge to donate $100 million to help in the efforts of just helping some of the people of that community, of the creative community, who will be without work at least for the next few weeks, if not longer. A lot of the people who are on productions are hourly employees, people like electricians, carpenters, drivers. And without the production work, they don't have work. And so for that reason, Netflix, who is still doing relatively well, all things considered, considering this epidemic, they have, again, very generously donated $100 million to help the creative community during this difficult time. you. One building. Thank you. Yeah, no, this is good. Thank you. I'm gonna call right now to see what else we have. Oh, okay, cool. We're gonna go look at Hollywood then, since we're close. See what the streets look like there. Yeah. And we've now left Netflix, and we're headed down to Hollywood. We want to see what it looks like down there. Normally a very busy area, a lot of tourists who come to the areas of Hollywood and Highland to look at the Walk of Fame and visit some of the other venues that near there. We've got the El Capitan Theater, we've got the Dolby, and I almost can't even recognize it. It is so desolate. This is Hollywood and Highland. Yeah, Hollywood and Highland. You can do the Hollywood and Highland again. We were a little steep on it. Yeah, where we just were, so we can look at the Walk of Fame. Perfect, thank you. Good point. Let me check. There was a guy that was laying down there. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. It's typically packed, and maybe a dozen people out here. They're really empty. Let me know if you see any characters, guys. I'm not really. Well, that's the question. Are there characters? Yeah. Are they out of work? If nobody's out here. That's, we might have a street performer there, but not seeing any characters. I am not seeing any characters. I saw maybe one street performer, but wow. Let's do Hollywood and Highland one more time, so we can do the mall, because we didn't do the mall. We just did the street. Perfect. And here's a look at the Hollywood and Highland Shopping Center. I see one person, just one person walking around down there. Wow. We're good here, Sarah, if you wanted to look at sunset. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the trail. Yeah, let's do yeah, let's go up to Runyon. Let's see if people are practicing social distancing. Perfect. Oh, it's not you. Desk on the microwave, taking a look at Runyon. Runyon Canyon. Actually want to look at, there's that point at the top where everyone walks up to and like kind of hangs out. I want to see if people are hanging out up there. Let's see. Yeah, right here. We're coming up to it right now. Let's see, coming to it right now. Sure. Oh, all those people there? Hmm. I am. You know, at least they're 6 feet apart, though. I'll give them that. And because of the safer at home ordinance, you are still allowed to go outside, get some fresh air, go on a walk, take your dog for a walk. We're just looking to see what people are doing out here in the canyon and Runyon Canyon. It looks like for the most part, people, even though they're walking perhaps just with one person, it seems like they are keeping their distance to everyone else. And you are allowed to stay close to your family members. There's no exception when it comes to that. Yeah, let's do Griffith. We're going to move over to Griffith Park now and see what's going on over there. Wow. All right. Um, so can we actually go back to Hollywood and Highland? I want to look at the metro station there. Just got a notice. It's okay? We're good? Okay. We'll go to Griffith Park. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. And everyone who's watching us online, here's the game plan. We're going to go look at Griffith Park, see what's going on over there. But then we also just got word that beginning tonight, so starting tonight, Metro will end their daily train service at midnight until further notice because of COVID-19. So start after tonight, so starting tomorrow, you will not be able to take the train. That is because starting tonight at midnight, all Metro service will cease until further notice. Wow. So we'll try to get you some aerials of what the Metro lines look like right now. But we're first just going to take a quick peek here at Griffith Park and see what some of the hikers are doing here in the area. Are they? Yeah, listen into them and see if you can figure out where they're going. I'll try to get it on the scanner. It said City Fire. Ten four. Copy. Let me move over. And as we were looking at the hikers here in Griffith Park, there's actually a hiker rescue. So we're going to try to get you those images as well here. Here's the LA City Fire helicopter that just arrived on scene. There is a man and a woman that are in need of rescuing. The man has an ankle injury, so we will see if they have to be hoisted out or perhaps they can be walked out. But again, this is happening very close to the observatory. We are in the Griffith Park area. And now we're hearing that the injury is actually on the woman. So the woman is the one who is suffering from an ankle injury and may need assistance getting out of the area. The park ranger's with him. These people are waving. I think they may be the ones that need help. $2 o'clock? I think I have it then. Right? Yeah, there's somebody down right here. This is it. So yeah, I've got the victim like 2 o'clock. I'm getting a little bit of exhaust, Sarah. Thank you. That's good, thank you. The fire department just walking up to the patient, described as a woman, 40 years old, suffering from an ankle injury after falling off the trail about 8 to 10 feet. You see her there. Fortunately, she's alert, she's talking, and there is a man there with her. For Jack, and this is going to be the Griffith Park trails, actually. We moved over to Griffith Park, so this is going to be Griffith Park. NOC, I've got you, yeah. There you go. NOC, I heard you on the IFB a moment ago. Oh, they can't hear me. Oh, there you are, Studio A. I hear you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over Griffith Park. One, great. Stephanie, I got you. I got you, Stephanie. Yes, in Alpha over Griffith Park. Okay, 10-4, 1 minute out. We're up in a minute, sir. Let me see. Do I have an airship in the shot? No. Okay. 30 seconds. Copy. We're over Griffith Park where a 40-year-old woman who was hiking on the trails slipped and fell about 8 to 10 feet, injuring her ankle, and she is now being treated by the LA City Fire Department. Park rangers are also on scene assisting. At this point, she's in a pretty remote area at the bottom of the hill, so they're trying to figure out if the best way to get her out is going to be to hoist her out and take her to the hospital. Her condition is unknown to us at this time, but she is alert. She's talking to the first responders, and we will see whether or not she is going to be walked out or hoisted out here in the next few minutes. We, of course, are going to stay on top of it for you, but for now, reporting from over Griffith Park in NewsChopper4 Alpha, back to you in the studio. This one is actually open, Colleen, and we checked Runyon Canyon as well. It was also open, and both of them are actually pretty busy. We noticed that there's a number of hikers here on the trails, and for the most part, it does appear that most people are practicing social distancing. Most people do appear to be at least 6 feet apart as they take their walk. But in this particular portion, we're not seeing too many just because of the rescue operation that is underway. But as we were flying around, and it was really the reason that we were here to begin with, was that we were looking at the trails to see if they were in fact busy. And I can tell you that people are still in the area hiking. Thank you, Boo. Yeah. Let me see where that is on the hill. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. No problem. Hey Jack, we did one hit a few minutes ago, and now we're just waiting to see if they're gonna hoist her out. But we have not communicated as to whether they would take us again. Okay. Would you like us to start making our way north? Understood. Would you like us to start heading back home so we can get some fuel before the 7? Perfect, will do. We can start heading for home. And I believe we're still streaming, so I do want to say goodbye to everyone who tuned in during this aerial tour of the city and all of the places that we went to. Of course, we're going to leave you with this last story here, which is this hiker rescue in Griffith Park. It does appear that she, the victim, the female 40-year-old who is suffering from that ankle injury, it appears that she will be hoisted to the hospital. So the fire department is getting everything in place in order for that to happen. It will take several minutes for them to get everything necessary before they hoist her out and transport her to the hospital.